Please help me reach 1,500 subscribers. I never believed a single careless lie could end with my husband standing in a hotel lobby waiting for me. That night, I told him I was sleeping over at a friend's place. I told myself I was being smart. I told myself I had everything under control. I was confident I knew what I was doing. I didn't. My name is Laura. I'm 35 years old, living in a quiet town in Pennsylvania with my husband Kevin. We had been married for 9 years. From the outside, our life looked solid. Small, but comfortable house, steady jobs, calm weekends, regular family dinners. Nothing seemed broken, but behind closed doors, things were slowly falling apart. Kevin was everything people admire. Reliable, loyal, steady, the kind of man who never forgets responsibilities and always shows up. But over time, that steadiness began to feel like silence. Our conversations lost their depth. We stopped talking about dreams or fears and only discussed groceries, bills, and calendars. I told myself this was just what long marriages turned into. Still, even when he sat beside me, I felt painfully alone. That's when Daniel appeared in my life. He worked in a different department at my company. We didn't see each other often, but whenever we did, he asked something no one else had asked me in years. How are you really? Not polite small talk, not routine kindness. He listened. At first, I brushed it off. Then I began waiting for it. Our conversations stretched longer. They became personal. I knew I was getting close to a line I should never cross, but I didn't step back. Coffee after work turned into dinners. Dinners turned into late-night talk, sitting in parked cars. And before I was ready to admit it, my heart was invested somewhere it never should have been. The night everything collapsed started with Daniel suggesting we meet at a hotel downtown, a quiet place, no interruptions. I knew exactly what that meant. I knew it crossed every boundary, but instead of saying no, I lied. I told Kevin I was staying with my friend, Melissa, because she was having a difficult night. He didn't question me. He didn't hesitate. He kissed my forehead, told me to drive safely, and trusted me completely. That trust made what I was doing feel even worse. The hotel felt unreal. Soft lights, spotless sheets, a world disconnected from my real life. I kept checking my phone, expecting Kevin to call or text. Nothing came. The silence gave me both relief and nausea. I knew exactly what I was choosing. By morning, guilt crushed me. I packed quickly, desperate to get home and pretend the night never happened. I practiced my excuse in my head. Melissa felt better. I barely slept. Everything was normal. Then I stepped into the lobby and froze. Kevin was standing there, bell quiet, hands in his pockets. He didn't look angry. He looked empty, like someone who had already cried too much. For a moment, I wondered if I was imagining him. Then our eyes met. Kevin, I whispered. Good morning, Laura, he said softly. My knees nearly gave out. What are you doing here? I followed your location, he said. I wasn't planning to confront you. I just needed to know if my instincts were wrong. My heart pounded. People were walking past us, unaware of what was breaking apart right in front of them. It's not what it looks like, I said, panicking. He gave a small, tired smile. You walked out of a hotel. You told me you were with a friend. I think it looks exactly like what it is. I tried explaining how lonely I felt, how I never planned for things to go this far. He didn't interrupt. He just listened, and his silence hurt more than shouting ever could. Did you really think I'd never find out? He asked. I didn't think at all, I whispered, tears rising. That, he said quietly, might be the most honest thing you've said. We stood there as strangers passed us, unaware that a marriage was quietly ending. I waited all night, he finally said. I kept hoping you'd come home and tell me the truth. When you didn't, I knew. I'm sorry, I said. I'll do anything. Therapy, transparency, anything. Looked at me for a long time. I believe you're sorry, he said. I just don't know if sorry can fix this. Then he did something I'll never forget. He took off his wedding ring and placed it in my hand. I can't pretend this didn't happen. I can't unsee what I saw, and I can't keep being the man who trusts while being lied to. I begged him to stay, to reconsider, but he shook his head. I need space, he said. Real space, not another story. And then he walked away, leaving me standing in that hotel lobby with my world in pieces. When I got home, the house felt empty. Kevin's shoes were gone. His toothbrush was missing. On the counter was a note. I'm staying with my brother. We'll talk later. Please don't contact me right now. Days passed, then weeks. Eventually, conversations happened. Through counselors, lawyers, long pauses and tears. Kevin filed for separation. Maybe one day we can talk without pain, he said. But right now I have to protect myself. I ended things with Daniel, not because Kevin asked me to, but because I finally understood what I had nearly destroyed for something that was never real. When I look back, I don't remember the hotel room. I remember Kevin's face as he walked away, calm, shattered, final. I learned that lies don't always end in loud explosions. Sometimes they unravel quietly at the exact moment you think you're getting away clean. And sometimes the deepest damage is done to the person who trusted you enough to believe every word you said without